We went bar hopping, and I started doing 2 shots of Beam and a shot of Budweiser, and so I started getting pretty ripped and smoked a couple joints. So I left the go-go bar. I was doing 85 miles an hour down the road, and I went to take a turn. I was headed for a big oak tree and a fire hydrant, and I don't know if I yelled Jesus or God. I yelled something out, and the bike turned, and I catapulted. I almost went over the power line and landed on my feet and fell back and had no feeling from my waist down. I was paralyzed.
Tennessee William Morse had survived several accidents in his lifetime, but this one would end a long road of rebellion. As a child, Tennessee never felt accepted or wanted.
I was picked on a lot and constantly called names. I wanted to be cool, wanted to be accepted. Everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be loved.
By the time he was 12, he was not only doing drugs, but selling them.
We had tables full up and would cut it up and weigh it out. I mean, I was caught up in some pretty heavy stuff at that age. It wasn't about the money, it was just about being cool.
In high school, Tennessee was introduced to a local biker club, the Renegades.
And they'd ride up on their bikes, man, and I was attracted to that. I was drawn towards that. Nobody messed with them, you know what I mean? I was messed with all my life, and they took me under their wing, and I got my first tattoo.
Tennessee never became an official member of the club, but he embraced the lifestyle.
There's more drinking than anything, a lot of one-night stands with different people, a lot of riding. There's a lot of intimidation going on. You weren't going to mess with them. I've seen people get beat half to death. I mean, I've seen people beat unrecognizable. It was good to be accepted and not be messed with no more. It was nice.
When he wasn't riding with the Renegades, Tennessee was traveling with rock bands. That's where he was introduced to crystal meth.
Everything that you would want in any kind of drug form was there for free. I mean, you didn't, because you were in the band, you were at a celebrity status. Even if you didn't play on the stage, it was there for you. I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. It was just to be cool.
This need to feel accepted came with near fatal results.
My body wasn't functioning right. I was just totally flipping out. I ended up staying up for 8 days, and I flatlined at Lee Memorial. I died.
The doctors were able to revive him, but despite his near-death experience, Tennessee went back to his regular routine.
I started drinking more and smoking more pot because I didn't like staying straight. Thought about killing myself a few times. I was like, you know, really wasn't that happy, but I thought I was. As long as I was around everybody and I was around the lights and the excitement and the clubs and the motorcycles and the bands, I was good. But it seemed a lot of times when I got home, I was depressed.
In the early morning hours on New Year's Day, Tennessee's wild ride finally came to an end.
Went to take a turn, and the bike turned and almost went over the power line. And I was paralyzed. I could not move my lower end. And I was just laying there, man, and just thinking, like, you know, first of all, I'm not walking anymore. And I still a little had of a buzz, but it was pretty much gone. And I just said, Jesus, if you just let me walk, I'll walk with you. I'm done. I knew I was done.
Immediately after he prayed this, feelings started to come back into his legs. The next day, still sore from the accident, he went to the doctor.
I went to the emergency room, and the doctor said the impact of the bruise that I had on my heel could have shattered everything. I shouldn't be walking. And I said, I know.
Aware that he was miraculously spared, Tennessee committed his life to the Lord.
I've been in 11 motorcycle and car wrecks. My 11th one brought me to Christ. No sex, drugs, rock and roll, no high could ever touch the peace I had. It was like I was healed.
Since the accident, Tennessee says God has completely changed him.
My life is totally restored. I got a 4-year-old boy now, and I've been married 11 years, and I don't want anything to do with drugs and alcohol in my old lifestyle. I look back at all the times that I've been spared of death and getting beat half to death because I know God was there. He blesses me in spite of myself. I still look around and have to smile the way he takes care of me. Just how he was patient and put up with me for so long, waiting for me to come to him. And the only reason that I'm even here sitting talking to you right now and not dead or in prison is because of Jesus Christ.